Welcome back.
Welcome fucking back to episode 2 of fucking Filthy Quads. Jesus Christ, here we are.
We're here with microphones and headsets.
Microphones and fucking headsets. We're so fucking official now. Jesus fucking Christ. Look at this. This shit looks so fucking professional. God damn it. Oh my goodness. So what the fuck are we talking about today?
What are we talking about today?
What are we? I feel like so we had some questions and whatnot, which we'll get to actual questions. I know you had a bunch of questions too.
Yeah.
It sounds like everybody wants to hear our opinion on this bullshit that has happened in powerlifting. All this whiny little fucking natty boy USAPL cuck bullshit that's fucking going down. And basically, I guess segue into like clout chasing and just the state of powerlifting right now, in all honesty. I guess let's just fucking get into it. For all of you that don't fucking know, Sean Mills, or everybody knows him as Wheeze on Instagram, is kind of a fake natty little fucking USAPL cunt. Fake natty, I'm just saying he is. I don't think he's actually natty, but that's not proven. You're still a bitch dog. Apparently, now, Karina, you might know more about this than me. I don't fucking know. But apparently he came on here on Instagram, was all bitching about like how he's brought so many people into this sport and basically like acting entitled as fuck and acting like he is powerlifting. Like,
I don't follow him. I actually really haven't seen that much about it. So I didn't really even know what was going on until you told me, to be honest. So
it's because he's a fucking nobody. He thinks he's a somebody because he's got.
And I was like, okay. Like, okay. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, stay in your lane, bro. Like, I don't understand.
Like, he thinks he's a somebody because he's got like 60K followers. He's 21 years old. He's a fucking liar about being natty, in my opinion. I guess I have to throw that out, right? And I think he's just kind of a bitch, honestly, to act like I brought all these kids into powerlifting. Bro, no one knows who the fuck you are. The only people that know who you are a bunch of children that also, guess what, don't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Like, if you ask anybody.
Yeah, like I know people in powerlifting that have like done things for the sport or have competed at a high level, and I've been around, for a while. So like,
yeah.
What does that say?
I don't know. I mean, you're an OG. You've been doing this for a fucking minute.
Yeah.
So there's
good for you and your 60K followers, but like, I don't know you.
Yeah, like that's
fine, but like, I haven't really seen you do anything for the sport.
Because he hasn't. He stayed in this. He stayed in his fucking little, his natty USAPL lane, but then is crying and bitching. And it's Dan Bell said it best. Shout out to Dan Bell being one of the fucking real ones. Fuck them kids. My fucking man. Fucking bet. I mean, look at how many big dogs, right? All these big name motherfuckers, strong people that we either personally know or like look up to and shit that don't say shit, who really have been about power, who've been there before social media, right? Who are just underground fucking grinding and getting fucking strong and being Dan. Okay, you've been in for a while. I don't know who the fuck Dan Bell was till about a year and a half ago. Hey,
I mean, yeah, about him for a few years.
Yeah, our coach, Brandon Allen. There's a strong motherfucker that pretty much stays in his fucking lane, doesn't say, oh, I've done all this. I didn't know who the fuck Brandon was until I decided to type in Powerlifting Vegas on Instagram, hashtag, because I was looking for a strength coach when I was fucking fighting. Like, I don't know who the fuck he was otherwise, you know? I knew who Constantine was.
Yeah.
Constantine KK. That's the only fucking real powerlifter that I knew of, besides watching World's Strongest Man.
Right.
So for this fucking kid to sit here and think that he is powerlifting or that he even fucking matters, like, you fucking don't. So I guess that brings me into like clout chasing.
Yeah.
This sport it's gotten bad.
Yeah. It really has. I mean, social media doesn't help. Like, it's made it even worse, and it's all about like followers and views and this and that. And I get it, because like social media brings money or opportunity. Like, I get paid, for views on my reels. So I post a lot of reels. And, and I get clients and things and sponsorships and shit off of, Instagram. So I get it, but at the same time, I'm not like up in anybody's DMs like, hey, shout me out. Hey, tag me. Hey, post me. Like, I don't really care. I'll post my damn self.
Like, I mean, that's the thing though. Social media has been fucking amazing for so many things, but it's also been so fucking toxic for so many things. Like, I love social media for the positives, right? So I get to meet dope people. I get to see some fucking amazing things. I get to see some people do some wild shit, And again, sponsors don't really give a fuck about you if you don't have a following for the most part. So I get it. But when you're like trying to chase clout, like, I'm not going to name any names for this, but you see a lot of people, a lot of big name powerlifters that only hang out with other big name powerlifters.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what happened to your homies, like, from back in the day, bro? Were you only homies with these big name influential powerlifters, or did you used to have homies? Like, nope, you don't have homies anymore, huh? It's just all these other fucking big name fucking world record holders, huh? That's just what it is. It's weird. It's fucking weird. My circle hasn't fucking changed. I mean, you hang out with fucking me. I'm one of your best fucking friends. I'm a nobody.
Well, yeah. Like, me, I'm humble as hell. I don't care. But like, my circle's changed since I started powerlifting. My friends before powerlifting just party all the time. So like, that changed, and people don't understand. People that don't compete or like understand and just want to party, they're not going to understand the competition lifestyle and all that,
Yeah, I get that, but I mean, like, you have friends. Most of your friends, I would say, I've met most of them, are from the gym.
Yeah.
But they're like me. I mean, they're nobodies for the most part. Some of them are strong as fuck, but in the social media powerlifting world, they're nobodies. One of our fucking favorites, Simone. Simone's strong as fuck. That's a bad bitch, but she has no following.
Right.
Nobody knows who the fuck she is.
Strongest, lightweight, drug tested female of all time, and barely anyone is.
Nobody knows who the fuck she is.
Push her social media either. Like, she's always on and off social media for her own mental health reasons, which is fine. Like, to each, but it's always, I'm like, man, you deserve so much more credit, but not everybody is into that too. So.
But she lives for her, right? She lives for her. Whereas there's people like, I feel like most people started to live for themselves. I would say the older generation started to live for themselves. Yeah. Whereas now you get these kids like fucking Sean Mills, kids like that who were probably pretty strong in high school. They played football, and now they see, all these people are getting this fucking recognition and clout for lifting. So that's what I'm going to fucking do. Like, I would be lifting regardless of fucking Instagram.
Oh yeah.
You know, like
And,
that doesn't fucking change.
yeah. And oh, me too. I mean, I started lifting like I had an Instagram and I just kind of started posting my lifts like for like my own like journal type thing before I started getting but I've also experienced like the clout chasers that want to be my friend, and they've made that very clear that, you know, and those are the kind of people that are like they're out telling everyone that they train with Quadzilla, they hang out with Quadzilla, and not in like a like where you tell people like, oh, my best friend's Karina, like because you genuinely are my best friend and you know we enjoy each other's fucking company. But I've had the people that are like, oh, I train with Quadzilla, look what we did, look what she did, blah blah blah. And it's just like, I just find it so weird because I don't think of myself as like this huge like social media like, you know, influencer. Like I have 20K followers, but like
no big deal.
like, you know what I mean? Like I'm just a regular person. So when I've had that an experience out, or the people or the guys that are like, oh, I just wanted, I've dated Quadzilla, I hooked up with Quadzilla, and it's just like,
see, that's funny though that you call yourself a regular person, because you're not. You're one of the best benchers in the fucking planet. So that's far from fucking like. I mean, honestly, if you're a fucking powerlifter in general, and you do any sort of decent number, you're already in the top like 1% of the fucking human population. Right? I mean, my I had a pathetic little total. It was fucking, what is it? It's like 1565. I ranked like 3,000 something on fucking open powerlifting, but there's like 20,000 fucking registered powerlifters on there. Even within powerlifters, I'm in like the top fucking 10% or some stupid shit like that. You know, you have the 34th biggest fucking bench of any female ever. So that's not just a normal fucking person. So I don't give a shit what you think about that. You're not a fucking normal person. You're a fucking beast.
I mean, I still get up and I go to work and I raise my kid and I, you know, go to the gym and I do regular shit, but you know.
Yeah, well, that's the thing too. Like you do regular, like you don't just like, you know, you didn't try to like make say like, I know you and Christy like Hawkins are friends and you guys talk and stuff, but she's not. As soon as you start getting big, all of a sudden your best friend. And like you hang out with Christy all the fucking time. There's a lot of powerlifters that seem to do that. Like I said, like yes, your circle changes, I would say, in that sense.
Yeah.
You know, like you're gonna be friends. Like mine's changed a little bit. I got friends in the gym and whatnot, but I don't tag all my fucking, you know, my big name friend. That shit annoys the fuck out of me when people do that. They tag everybody, and not even that. Like I'll get tagged in somebody's reel, and I'm like, bro, I wasn't there. Don't fucking tag me. I don't give a flying fuck about your lift, honestly. If I was not there, I mean, I do. I care if you're a friend, but like, if I wasn't there, don't tag me. If I'm not spotting or running the fucking hooks for you, don't tag me. I like see other comments are gonna pop up. And I'm like, oh, a comment, and I'm like, commented on something you're tagged in. I'm like, why the fuck am I tagged?
Right.
Hit that shit so fucking annoying. Like I'm gonna fucking, if I ever hit over 10K followers, I'm gonna fucking make it so people can't tag me anymore. Fuck all y'all, annoying ass motherfuckers. But this clout chasing, honestly, in powerlifting has gotten fucking insane.
Tag every brand you use, every piece of article of clothing that you're wearing, everything of your gear that you're wearing gets tagged, like, and every post. And I mean, like, again, whatever floats your boat. Like I don't care enough for it to bother me, but I see it and I'm just like, you have enough time to do that? Because I copy and paste my fucking like thing, like where I put like, you know, yesterday I deadlifted 530 for 2, and then I tagged my hype crew because they were there yelling at me and I want to give them credit. And then I fucking post or copy and paste the same damn thing where I have, you know, Brandon as my coach. I tag my chiropractor because I'm sponsored by him. I tag, you know, the brands that I'm an ambassador for or that I'm sponsored by, you know, for those obvious reasons. and then, you know, whatever my goofy ass hashtags are. But like, I'm not like tagging like, oh, Notorious Lift, I wore your shoes. Oh, Buff Bunny, I wore your outfit. Like, I'll do sometimes in my story because then I post something and everyone and their mom is like, oh my God, where's your outfit from?
Yeah.
Sometimes I do that, but I'm not like trying to get like, hey, Buff Bunny, sponsor me, which would be great, by the way, if you're listening, Buff Bunny.
Buff Bunny, sponsor this bitch. She's strong as fuck.
That shit is expensive and I like it.
Yeah, I mean, and I've done that before. Like earlier, I don't know, a couple years ago, I fucking like I think I tagged Notorious Lift in one of my fucking. They didn't even like my fucking video, so I was like, "Fuck that! I'm not doing that shit anymore." Like they're not even fucking seeing the shit I tag them in. Anyway, so what the fuck is the point? You know, like that shit. So you know, and other people brought it up in the question stuff. You know, like the popularity in powerlifting. Is it starting to become a bit of a negative? Yeah. You know, like I think it's good for the sport. I think the popularity is good for the sport, and we have to take the annoyingness that's going to come with it.
Yeah.
You know, that's just what it's going to be. These kids are going to come into it, and they're going to be a little annoying little cunts, but they're also not the ones that are going to stick with it. They're going to wash out in 3 to 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah. And like I said, I mean, I'm so busy that I just don't care. And I see everything. Like, don't think that I don't see things. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm on social media all day, so I'm seeing things, but I don't care enough to be like, really. I mean, sometimes in my mind, I'd be like, really. But at the end of the day, I'm like, whatever. Like, I got other shit to do. I get it. It's getting there. It's like, oh, I'm wearing Target socks. Let me tag Target. Oh
yeah, shit like that. You know, it's starting to turn into somebody who said it. You know, somebody asked about it. The good, the bad, and the CrossFit gym culture is what's kind of happened. I'm like, it kind of is starting to get like that because CrossFit at its peak, right, was very fucking much like that. Like you could ask anybody and their fucking mother who Rich Froning was, and they'd know who the fuck he was, right? And Rogue and fucking Reebok and all that shit, and it's like, Jesus fucking Christ, it's starting to get like that a little bit, and it's good for the sport because it's going to bring money into it, which is good for people who are some of the biggest benchers in the world, shit like that, to take the money. But other than that, like, you're going to get so many. It's going to turn into a fucking fad, which brings money. It's good. CrossFit Games has a shitload of money.
Yeah, but it's going to like drown out like the actual like true like OGs or like the top lifters that don't have that following and that clout and stuff, and that's what it's going to do.
Now here's my question then. You think if it becomes the popular and it starts hitting like CrossFit, do you think it's going to be the USAPL? Because I could see that one becoming popular because everybody likes to be on their high horse, right? Of the Natty and all that shit. And that's like the big thing of CrossFit Games, right? Oh, these guys are the most fucking the best athletes on the planet, and they're all Natty, but they're fucking not. We know the fucking truth. Get the fuck out of here. These CrossFit guys are not fucking Natty. I'm sorry.
No.
Sorry. No. Anybody who thinks so, you're fucking dumb. And same with these USAPL kids, the top of the top. Everybody's, oh no, they test. They're not. It's tested. It doesn't mean they're Natty. All right. Yeah. The NFL is also tested. So
there's things to get around. There's ways to get around, and who knows, like behind the scenes, how corrupt it could be. We don't know who's doing tests. We don't know who's putting things through. You know what I mean?
Like, that's the way I look at it. I mean, okay. Again, my opinion. I don't know whether he is or not. So I don't want to claim that he is. I also like him as a lifter, but Russell Orhe, right? He's a little suspect. Russell is jacked as fuck, and he's a little manlet. He's fucking 5'5". He's jacked as fuck, and he's strong as shit.
Yeah.
Is he on? Maybe. Yeah. Has he passed all the drug tests? Yes. Now, what I would say is Russell not the face of the USAPL and the IPF, basically? Would it not be a huge blow to them if Russell did get popped?
Right. Oh yeah.
So, in my opinion, if Russell did piss dirty, I personally think that'd be swept under the rug.
Yeah.
Kind of like,
true.
oh, hi, Tito. The people asked for more Tito content. There it is.
I know, I did get that.
More Tito content. People, there he is. That is the largest fucking cat ever. That's the Dan Bell of cats. He stomps people.
So he's mad.
He's always fucking mad. He's angry and he stomps when he walks. It's fucking hilarious. I love that fat little fucker. He's such a little shit. But yeah, I don't think they would. I don't think they'd out somebody that big of a name, or their new person who I 100% think is fucking on gear. Mega Coachella. Fucking Jesus Oliveras.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like
he's
at like the fourth heaviest total or some shit of third
heaviest total ever.
Natty
and number one, the top dog raw is still Dan Bell. Okay, but he's only like 75 pounds behind Dan Bell, and he's been training for about half the time, and the kid's only 24.
And we know Dan Bell's not Natty.
We know for a fact Dan Bell's not Natty, and because he'll admit he's not fucking Natty. First off,
right?
Like, you don't squat 1,100 fucking pounds Natty. Like, it's not fucking happening. Like, whoever fucking thinks that, like, fake natties to me are absolute fucking trash. We're in a sport. Okay, listen. I understand, people. You have a job. You do something, right? I know cops, okay, that power lift, that can't come out and say, I take steroids, because that's fucking, because it's illegal and they're a fucking cop, okay? They just don't say it, and it's fine, and they just don't say a fucking word about it. They don't come out and start claiming Natty for life, hashtag Natty, hashtag, they just
compete in tested federations or tested meets.
They just compete in untested, and they stay in their fucking lane and shut the fuck up.
Yep.
Weird how that works. Because I hate fake natties more than fucking anything. Especially all these fucking cunts in the USAPL that are for sure fucking on gear, or the ones that have been popped. Why? Why do you do that when there is the untested division? It's because they want a virtue signal. They want to act like they're better than you because they're natty when they're not. Yeah. Like, okay, everybody's unsung hero, and I don't know why he still has a fucking following for this. Jamal. Yeah. Jamal got popped in the USAPL. Sorry, Jamal, you're a piece of shit for fucking pretending to be natty. I'll say that to your face, too, dude. You're kind of a bitch for pretending to be natty. You should have just gone over to untested as soon as you stuck a needle in your ass, homie. Instead, you decided to be a cunt, try to compete, and still got fucking caught.
Yep.
You know, and now somehow he's sponsored by like Gymshark, so he has to be like low key about his steroid use because Gymshark is like the little fucking fuck boy gym clothing. Jamal, you're a fuck ass for that.
And there's pretty like kids and like young people or just anybody like new to powerlifting or in general that are like looking up to these people going, okay, well, if he squatted, 1,100 pounds or 1,000 pounds natty, I can get there too. This is unrealistic, and it's kind of like it's just.
That's the thing too. I think it's just shitty because you have, especially in the USAPL, right? You have a lot of it's mostly kids that follow USAPL, right? When you finally become a fucking adult and stick a needle in your ass, you start following real powerlifting. But with USAPL, it's a lot of fucking kids because it's a younger crowd of lifters in the USAPL, and they're all thinking, oh, if Jamal's 24 years old and he's that strong, then I can get like that too. When in actuality, he's a fucking liar. You know? Or here's another one that I think is full of shit. Ashton Ruska. That kid is jacked as fuck. And he's a top 10 fucking raw on a stiff bar total in 242 when everybody else in the top 10 is on gear. Oh, and not only that, everybody else in the top 10 cuts weight to make 242 in on gear. And he walks around lighter than them because IPF is 235. So he's probably about 10 pounds lighter than all these guys and is in the running, but he's natty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Guys, just watch the fucking signs, okay? Bad back acne, usually a good sign of fucking steroid use. Ashton Ruska, when he takes his belt off and launches it into fucking orbit, when he misses a fucking lift out of sheer anger, it's usually a good sign of steroidal aggression. How do I know? Because that's how I fucking get. All right? And I'm on them. Like, Jesus Christ, man. Powerlifting is it's changed so much, even in the last the 3 years that I've been doing it. You know, the 2-3 years that I've been doing it. And it fucking cracks me. It makes way for all these fucking kids thinking they're powerlifters too, which again, don't get me wrong, it's good. It's good to have all this fresh blood into the sport, but it's also bringing in a lot of. There's a kid that goes to our gym. All of our gym members that listen to this know exactly who I'm talking about. I'm not going to name his name though, but he's a fucking cunt. All right, the kid comes in wearing a full matching fucking outfit to barely fucking lift anything. He's got his whole brand new fucking like full done up camera to fucking video all of his fucking shitty sets, and he posts powerlifting vlog. I'm like, bro, but you've never competed. So realistically, it's just gym bro vlog, because that's what you are. You're just a gym cunt. Like, you're not a powerlifter. Yeah. You've never competed.
Yeah. That's a whole nother thing, by the way.
Yeah, that's a whole big fucking thing.
Yeah. Are you a powerlifter if you don't have an official total on open powerlifting?
Absolutely not.
No, you're training. You could be training like a powerlifter. You can be, squat, bench, deadlifting. You can call yourself a powerlifter, but if you don't have a total, I'm sorry. And that's fine. Not everybody wants to compete. That's not everybody's goal. And that's fine, but I feel like it's like a rite of passage to call yourself a powerlifter with an actual total. I never called myself one until I competed and I had a total. I remember telling everyone I'm training for powerlifting. Mm-hmm. I'm going to compete soon. And I always tell my clients too that I coach, like, if it's their first meet, I'm like, guess what? Now you're an official powerlifter.
I tell everybody that. I did the same shit.
It'd be so controversial where people are like, not everyone's goal is to compete, and that's fine. Lifting then.
Then you're not a powerlifter though, and that's fine. That's okay. Yeah. That's okay. I saw that shit all the time when I used to fight. I'm a fighter. What's your record, dog? Well, I haven't fought yet, so you're not a fighter. You're an enthusiast. Like, you're training. You're an enthusiast, okay? You're a hobbyist. That's fucking it. And that's okay. That's fine. But don't go around. I'm sorry. If you do not have a fucking total on total powerlifting, you're not a fucking powerlifter. It'd be the same as I'm a bodybuilder. Have you competed? No, I've never stepped on stage. So you're not. You're a gym enthusiast, and that's it. You're jacked as fuck. Dope, dude. Fuck yeah. But you're not a bodybuilder.
Right.
I've seen dudes that are strong as shit.
I style for 20 years of my gym bro lifting, and I never once called myself a bodybuilder. And I was doing 5x20s and shit.
Yeah, I didn't call myself a powerlifter. I didn't call myself a powerlifter until my first meet, your comeback meet in May. And as soon as I hit my first deadlift, after I completed my squat and my bench, and I completed my first attempt deadlift, boom. Now you're a fucking powerlifter. Yep. There it is. You're not a powerlifter either just because you hit your first squat. Sorry, people. complete a meet, hit your squat. I don't care if you hit your opener on your squat, opener on your bench, only on your fucking deadlift. It doesn't matter. Now you're a powerlifter. Now you have a real fucking total.
Yeah.
You know, I
It's
tell
like
everybody
it's
that.
that we we pay to do all this. It's not cheap to enter a competition, to buy all this shit, to buy the membership, to put all this time and effort, pay our coaches, and all this stuff.
Okay,
and
so let's get into that. Let's get into that. What does it take, Karina, in your gym bag? How much right now? How much money do you have sitting in your gym bag? Just your equipment.
I've probably got. I mean, with my 2 belts,
everything. So okay, 1 belt, right? So just count 1 belt because that's what you use.
That's $500 right there.
$500 belt.
I've got multiple pairs of knee sleeves, but right now we're using one set that are like $80. Wrist wraps, I don't even know, $50.
$50.
Sleeve, $40. I've got my own clips. I've got chalk. I've got ammonia. I've got arthritis cream.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Let's break this down too, right? Like this is why it's annoying. Like, oh, I'm a powerlifter because I got the gear. No, you're not, bro. Like, don't fucking say that shit. Because comp day singlet, $100. My belt. Okay, so my belt is not that. It's custom. It's not super custom like yours. $180. Yeah. Okay, you don't have to get a $180 belt. Let's just go with a fucking standard. What is a stock Pioneer? It's about 100, right? 120.
Yeah, I think my first belt I bought on sale, a basic prong for like $70.
$70. So let's round up $100. 100 singlet, 100 for that. If you use flats, okay, cool. You can literally use Converse or Vans, $55, right? But if you have squat shoes, $150 right there for squat shoes. I use squat shoes. Knee sleeves, anywhere between $55 to $150, depending on the ones you use. Ammonia or chalk. Now, mind you, the place that you're competing at probably has that. You don't need to invest in that. Okay, not a big fucking deal. Meet membership, meet itself, $100, $100. Now, one's good for a year, sure, but just for one fucking meet. I'm going to have to renew by the time I do the Fight or Quit 3 in May, right? Yeah. That's going to be $100. The meet itself is $125. I'm already $225 in, and we're fucking 9 months out. I've got my belt, $200. My shoes, $150. I got the notorious fucking lift shoes, as well for my deadlift, my singlet. I'm fucking like $800 in. Yeah. And that's not including all the gear I take, all the fucking food, prep. How much do you spend on food just for your 12 weeks of prep?
I spend I order meal prep for myself, and that's about.
You can give them a shout out, but go give those guys a shout out.
Flex Prep in San Diego. I spend about $220 a week on just my meals, but that doesn't include the other snacks and things that
snacks,
I buy.
Protein.
Yes, and the other things I got to fill in the blanks to hit my macros. So, I mean, I'm looking at like $300 plus a week on food.
So $1,200 to $1,500 a month.
Yeah.
Bet. So, and that's is that just during prep or is that in general?
In general.
So just in general, just to be a powerlifter.
But I mean, I'm still eating a lot and not in prep. So
yeah. So in prep, let's say like 1,500, 12 weeks, right? 4, 8, 12. We're looking 3 months of prep. What is that? That's $4,500 just in fucking food, people.
Right. And it doesn't include, and then you've got travel. If you've got to travel to, I dropped $1,300 on the Airbnb. Granted, we all split it, but I also pay $1,300 up front, plus my flight, plus I had to get a second Airbnb. That was another $300. I've got
because she's getting in early because she's fucking fly. She's the one competing. I'm getting in Friday. I'm going to go help handle on Saturday, and I'm leaving Sunday. But I'm not. I doesn't matter if I feel like shit. I'm not fucking competing. She needs to feel fucking good. So
yeah, I gotta go acclimate to the time change, and I gotta rent a car, and I gotta do all that stuff, and I gotta get groceries when I get there. Like, this shit is not.
No. And see, that's why to me it's insulting when somebody goes, "Oh, I'm a power lifter," just because they lift. Like, bro, you're not a power lifter. You don't sacrifice the shit I've sacrificed.
Right.
And the shit that I've done. Like I said, it was the same when I was a fighter. When somebody's an enthusiast, but I'm a fighter. I'm like, bro, you've never been through a fucking fight camp. Fuck you. You know how much fucking time I've spent away from my family? And same with prep. Prep is exactly the same to me as a fucking fight camp. I can't miss a fucking workout, and it's worse because I'm in the gym for 2 to fucking 4 hours, depending on what the fucking lift day is. Yep. Fuck you. You're a dog. You go in there to fucking lift for an hour and a half. And I don't shut the fuck up, so it takes even longer to lift because I fucking socialize.
Yeah.
That's another fucking issue.
Another question that we got too, like, what does it take to be at this high level? So it takes all that money, all the sacrifice, the things. So what have I had to give up to be top level? Partying, drinking, going out, traveling, vacations, anything has to be like planned around
a gym.
Around a gym. Obviously I'm not drinking in prep. I have to make sure that I'm, flying or driving on days that I know that I can lift okay the next day.
Yep.
And then time away from my family too. My kid, I miss 90% of his practices. I try not to miss games, but then I have to get somebody to take him to practice. And, it's a lot. And then I have to try and take a nap on my lunch break and make sure that I'm sleeping enough. I have to go to sleep early, and I have to say no to a whole lot of shit. And I have to keep my mind right too, like throughout this whole fucking thing.
You can't be stressed because that raises cortisol. Guess what cortisol does? Kills muscle growth. Shit like that. I'm not at top level, but I train like I'm at fucking top level because that's what you need to do. I want to be one of the best. You have to act like it. And mind you, I don't party in general, right? Even without prep. And I know you're about the same. You don't really drink, but I rarely drink. And the reason I rarely fucking drink, and if I do, it's maybe a Saturday night because I don't lift Sundays.
Yeah.
If I drink, the reason I don't drink is because I need to be good for tomorrow's training session.
Yep.
Regardless if it's off season or not. That's when you're laying the foundation is off season. I do my best, but I try not to eat like a piece of shit either. Year round. Now, off season, yes, I can, partake in some shit a little bit more. Stuff like that. But even then, off season, I need 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night. I have to go to my workouts. Off season, sure, I can switch days. Yeah. But I'm still lifting 5 days a week. I can switch my 2 days off, sure, but I'm still lifting 5 fucking days a week. I travel a lot for my job. And when I travel, I still have to. You guys have probably seen me fucking post and ask, who knows a gym? Where we're at? I have to fucking find a gym. I'm leaving for Utah. I guess when you guys hear this, it'll be today, on Wednesday. Because, we're recording this day early since I'll be on the road tomorrow. Thankfully, there's a couple of gyms up there that I know. We know some people in Utah. Thankfully, my boy John Mazza. Is that how you pronounce your last name? Nutella Strong. A lot of you guys all follow him. He's cool as fuck. Unruly Julie. She's up there. I love you, Julie. She's up there. There's a bunch of people, but I think I might be going to possibly like Denver. Right before the meet too, like a couple weeks before the meet. I'm gonna go to Denver. I need to find a gym up in Denver, so I can fucking lift and do my fucking AMRAPs in not my home gym, which sucks. Listen, you're not always gonna lift in perfect condition. Do I want to only do AMRAPs at FQ with my fucking hype crew? Yes, but guess what? It's if I travel that third week of my AMRAPs is going to land on my travel week. So guess what I'm going to go do? I'm going to go buy a bottle of ammonia. I'm going to bring all my fucking training gear. I'm going to fucking sniff and rip in a gym that I've never fucking been in, scream and throw my fucking belt in ammonia, and everybody's going to look at me like, who's this crazy motherfucker? And that's it. Because that's what it fucking takes. You know, shit, KC, that's your meat. You know? It's not mine, but I'm still in off season. So when I land on fucking Friday, I'm landing early enough. I know you. Oh no, you'll have already done weigh-ins. But guess who's got to go fucking lift?
Yeah,
got to go down to JP's gym and lift. Or I need to fucking put in all of my fucking lifts Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Not take a day off. Take Friday, Saturday off, and then fucking land and lift on Sunday, which I really don't want to do. But you know, this is what it fucking takes, people. If you want to be a fucking real power lifter, not some clout chasing fucking cunt, this is what it fucking takes.
It takes
let's see here.
A lot of body work, chiropractor, massage, like a lot of money goes into keeping your body together, especially like I'm 39 and I'm lifting a boatload of fucking weight. So I am at the chiropractor. Hopefully I'm sponsored by him. But if I wasn't, I'd be paying happily because it's necessary.
Yeah, guys, I don't take care of my body. I don't take care of my body at all. I'm a broken piece of shit, and I'm just working through it. I supplement with steroids and Vicodins is how I get through my squat days. Because it's expensive, though. That's one of the reasons I don't. A massage is fucking $100 for a good sports massage. It's $100 fucking a session. Realistically, powerlifter, you should be getting them once a week or twice a month at least.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have $200 a month for that. A chiropractor, I should be going 3 times a week. I don't fucking have the money for that right now. So instead, I just try to fucking, now I do need to do more mobility. That's a fucking fact, and stretch and shit. But other than that, like, there's not much else I can really fucking do because this shit ain't cheap. It's hard to be at the fucking top. You know, that's why you get sponsors, shit like that. Hopefully you can get fucking sponsors and get that shit taken care of, you know, because this is shit that separates the fucking, the good from the best is feeling good and shit like that. And again, like in my case, drugs, that's fucking shit's not cheap when I'm especially in prep. I got to do more shit. I spend more money on shit like that. And I don't come off. I stay all year round. Even if it's TRT, it's still fucking money. You know, this shit is not fucking cheap, people. And not only that, blood work to make sure you're fucking healthy, to make sure you're not gonna fucking die tomorrow. You know, shit like that. Like, there's a lot of shit that goes into this. Which I guess that's a good way to get into. One of the questions I got is, you know, how is strength measured? And your motherfucking total, people. What? That's it. Me and Karina.
I think we touch on the dots thing last time too.
Yeah, I think we touched on the dots. I mean, she's a super heavy, or actually she's not anymore. Or USAPL you are.
Yeah.
But so WRPF, she's a 275er. I'm a 275er. Bro, we don't give a fuck about dots. Totals matter at this weight. Like, that's what fucking matters.
Yeah.
You know, that's how strength is measured. And here's the best way to look at it, in my opinion, right? If I say, you know, there's 650 pounds on a bar, and I go, hey, go deadlift that, and you can't, and I do, well, guess whose deadlift is stronger?
Right.
This guy's. You know, that's just how it is. Like, I'm sorry, but I weigh 140 pounds. Okay, so you're really strong for
40 pounders.
What's that?
I said, then go measure yourself against some other 140 pounders.
And that's why we compete, and that's why there's weight classes. Exactly. Like that, for my opinion, is again why dots are fucking stupid, because measuring strength is total. It's your total. I'm strong for 140 pounds. Yes, you are. But are you stronger than me? No. No, you are not.
Yep.
John Hack is a freak. Is he stronger than Dan Bell? No. People are like, well, he only totals like 200 pounds less. That's super impressive because Dan's like 380 and John's like 200 pounds. I'm like, you're right. It is insanely impressive. But Dan's still stronger. Dan is still stronger. Dan squats more, benches more, and has deadlifted now the same. So I guess John's deadlift is the same as Dan's, which is fucking crazy. But I mean, now, mind you, Dan is one of the strongest humans in the fucking planet.
Yep.
Guess what? Danny Grigsby deadlifts more than him. Danny Grigsby's deadlift is stronger than Dan's. Yeah. It doesn't matter how fucking big Danny is either. Yeah. The fact that like that's right, period, people. That's just how it fucking works.
Yep.
Here, I got another one in strength. Somebody said strongman versus powerlifting. What the fuck was it? It was strongman versus powerlifting. What's more translates better to like real life strength and all that shit? I know I have my opinion, but let me hear yours.
I mean, it depends on what you're doing. If you're like carrying giant bags of cement that you need to throw over your shoulder onto a fucking truck, then sure, strongman's gonna help. If you need to like run with heavy weight, that's gonna help. I don't know. I mean, does powerlifting help me in my daily life? No. I'm stiff as hell. Hurts. But I love it. Like, so I've never tried strongman. I don't have any desire to at this time. I don't know if I will. I don't want to run with heavy shit, nor do I want to chuck shit over my fucking head or like pick up fucking giant rocks. I guess if I'm out, hiking somewhere and I get stuck and need to move giant rocks, I guess that would, strongman would translate better for that. Like, what is the odds?
I mean, so here's my thing. I was talking to somebody about this. Strong is strong.
Yeah.
It doesn't fucking matter. Like, strong is fucking strong, people. Like, I'm not gonna compete. I'm not gonna compete strong. I'm fucking 5'10". Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna compete in fucking strong, man. Okay. I'm too fucking short for that shit.
Right.
But in my everyday life, am I going to say powerlifting's helped me? I mean, my shit hurts from fucking powerlifting. Strongmen are the same, but like, okay, I just moved a couple months ago. Okay, since I've been stronger in powerlifting, my couch is a lot lighter. Do I lift couches in powerlifting? No, but I become stronger. Strong is fucking strong, people. Yeah. Guess what? Construction work, doing yard work, throwing bags over my shoulder is a lot easier. Should it be maybe a little easier if I did strongman, because that's what I train for? Sure, maybe. But we're talking about fucking 40-pound fucking like bags of soil. There's not any point in fucking time I can't throw 40 pounds over my fucking shoulder, especially as a powerlifter. So in everyday life, strong is fucking strong. End of fucking story. And I understand a lot of you are going to bitch that I just said fuck 8 times in a fucking row. It's not going to fucking change. You don't like the word fuck? Go to church where they don't swear. Right. Fuck the devil. I'll get kicked out for saying that shit too. Fucking motherfuckers. I think strong is strong. That's my opinion. I will never do strongman. I think it's cool. I'd love to train a little bit in it. Shit like that. I like farmers carries. I like the yoke carry. I think that builds some serious fucking density and mass.
Yeah.
Am I ever going to compete in? No. The only one I want to compete in, I want to do Highland Games. I do want to do the Highland Games. That would be fucking fun. More so I can wear a kilt. And if anybody ever comes to watch me do the Highland Games, I'm wearing it like our ancestors. Balls are going to be hanging underneath the kilt. So better hope there's no strong when you guys see my little tiny grapes in a sack. All right. That's the only one I want to fucking do. The Highland Games look fun as fuck. That's what I drink when I do. That seems like that's the way our ancestors intended. Get shit-faced doing it. Let's see. I got hobbies. What are What are your hobbies outside of powerlifting, Karina?
Shooting. That's both of our
Shooting,
hobbies.
hitting Gary.
We like, I don't do anything else. I shop and I travel.
Yeah.
And I travel and go to the gym. So
That's
like twice a year.
I mean, yeah, I thought that question was funny when I got that one. Like, I mean, shooting. I shoot my bow every fucking day because I'm trying to go hunting next year. But other than that, like, listen, I do.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I do stereotypical, toxically masculine shit. Like, there's nothing on here. There's no hobby I can tell you I can do without sounding like fucking toxic masculinity, you know, which I don't really give a shit. But I like to shoot guns. I like to shoot my bow so I can go fucking kill some meat next year. And every once in a while, I play some video games. Other than that, all I do is go to the fucking gym and jerk off. Not at the gym, but like, you know, they're separate things. I jerk off and then I go to the gym or vice versa. But just remember, people, sometimes I do jerk off before the gym. I don't wash my hands. So just remember, if you deadlift after me, you're grabbing a dick bar. You're grabbing a dick bar. I'm just kidding. I wash my hands. But like just a quick rinse, you know. My dick's not dirty. It's fine. Jesus Christ. Somebody wanted to know our life journey. They asked about that we mentioned last episode a little bit. Like,
oh yeah.
Which let's see, how much time are we? What are we sitting at right here? How much? How long have we been doing this already?
50 minutes.
50 minutes. Listen, people, this is
a great episode.
I mean, that's a full fucking thing. Listen, I'll give you guys know Karina's story. I'll give a quick little fucking rundown real fast. If you guys want more, you can tell me. And we can get into it. Remember, I started fighting before I got into powerlifting. But like I grew up on a ranch, all right? When I was like 4, between 4 and 9 or 10 is like I had no stability in my life, all right? My mom was a fucking drug addict, meth, heroin addict, and we moved all over the place because she was like a fucking step ahead of CPS at all times. We were homeless at one fucking point, you know, living in a tent down by the river. Chris Farley, living in a tent down by the river. But that was real. We were literally living like by the creek below our old apartment building that we got evicted from, in a fucking tent with my mom and my little sister and shit. Like my mom would go to the bar every night. And while I watched my little sister and I was like 8 or 9 years old, she wouldn't, you know, this, mind you, this is before cell phones, people. So like my mom would go do shit and I'd ride my bike all over the fucking city down in like Portland, Milwaukee area. If you guys know Portland at all. And I would I was Gary's age, riding all over the fucking city, doing whatever the fuck I wanted. Like, I look at that now. I have a 10-year-old daughter. I'm like, there's no fucking way I would let her do the shit that I would fucking do, you know? And then, you know, then my aunt and uncle came and got us from the shelter. We were living down at a shelter. My aunt and uncle came and got us and kind of saved my fucking life. My uncle put me in martial arts and I just ran with it. I watched like the fucking first UFC ever. I was like, I can make money for kicking somebody's ass. That's what I want to do. I was an angry kid because I had no stability, right? My dad died in the fucking early 90s from an overdose. I had 15 fucking people that I called dad, you know, because my mom had a different fucking boyfriend every month type of deal. And then I had some stability. I wanted to fight, and that's what we did. And that's 17, 18. I started making poor choices, you know, doing drugs and being dumb. My aunt and uncle kicked me out, so I moved back in with my mom, back into the trap house. You know, she was selling meth, fucking doing heroin and all that shit. And, you know, but thankfully I was already out of that. I wanted to fight, you know, so I was like, I want to fucking fight. So I started fighting, and since 17, I've been on my own. I'm 32 now. So, you know, that's the quick and dirty of my little fucking journey in all that shit. If you want more, Tell me, and the next time we do questions, and we'll touch onto it a little bit deeper if you want more in one of these episodes. Because my life's been a fucking wild ride. Karinas has too. I know, like I know you guys know a little more because she'll post about it in her story, but you guys really don't know. You guys know about as much as she lets you know in her stories, on her posts and stuff. There's a lot more of that. There's a lot of demons both of us have fucking fought and have gotten over to fucking get to the point we are the happy degenerates you see before you. What other? Those are pretty much all the questions I got that I didn't answer on the spot. You know, I got like, you guys take pre-work? No, I lift off of rage and self-loathing. Okay, there's no fucking pre-workout. I drink a coffee in the morning. That's the only fucking caffeine I have.
Same.
You know. Yeah. Music, we both listen to deathcore. That's pretty much all we both listen to outside of the gym as well. So,
yeah. Someone wants to know the worst injury while lifting.
I don't really have. I tweaked my back right after my car wreck. Last year, as soon as I was able to start squatting and deadlifting, Brandon gave me hypertrophy from fucking hell, and I slipped a disc in my lower back, and I wasn't able to deadlift or squat again for 2 months. And then after that, I was good. That's the worst I've ever gotten lifting. Fighting's different. We're not going to get into that though. But I've been fortunate so far. I don't know about you.
I had a quad tendon strain, dislocated patella.
Oh, that's right.
That was not fun. My SI joint pops out of place like once a year, so that always fucking sucks. And then basic like tendonitis and shit.
Yeah, I got gnarly tendonitis in my elbows, shit like that. I mean, both of us have been pretty fortunate people on no major injuries, no like quad tears, pec tears or nothing like that. Strains, I've had strains too, but we've both been pretty fucking fortunate, thankfully.
Yeah. Someone wants to know our booty measurements.
Oh, you know what? Hold on, let me go grab the tape real quick.
Oh my god. Let's see what you got.
All right, let's see this shit. Let's see how fat my ass is. Where did I put it? I put it right here, right? On.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Fuck! Oh no! This is so hard with a fucking Hawaiian shirt on, but it fucks. So why would I want to change anything? All right, let's see. My ass. Oh no! I keep dropping this shit. Which shirt? I'm at 46 and a half around my ass.
All right, let me go.
I got a thick old booty, people.
Hold on.
Listen, y'all want a fat ass? Y'all need to squat. Any of you guys that aren't watching our YouTube, Karina just left the chat. But Tito's here. Oh, little Tito. She's going to measure for you guys as well.
All right. Let's see. Damn it. It's hard. $52, bitches.
52. Jesus fucking Christ. So, Karina.
Oh, too.
Karina clearly has a thicker ass than I do. Weird. Like we didn't see that coming.
Let's see.
I know some of these bitches be jealous about my booty measurement.
If you were a superhero team, what would his sidekick name be?
Wow. We'd be the Wonder Twins. Fuck you. Sidekick my ass.
Ginger Chris the sidekick.
Ginger Chris the sidekick. Fucking I can't am. I got fucking 600 followers. I am a fucking sidekick.
Account deleted every other month.
Yeah, it doesn't fucking help. Hey, I've been good this one. I haven't been deleted yet. What would my sidekick name be? Just fucking Ginger Chris. What the fuck do you mean? Ginger Chris. Yeah. I don't fucking know. I'd be a super villain. I wouldn't be a fucking superhero. You guys haven't seen how fucking petty I am. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, true. Male coach and female athlete red flags.
Oh, that's right. You did that. That's what I was interested in. Male coach to female athlete.
I mean, experience. I've only had Brandon as my coach, and it's Brandon. But
yeah,
I would say, like obviously they're hitting on you or making like sexual comments, anything that makes you uncomfortable.
Realistically,
red flag.
Yeah, that'd be a big red flag. I would also see it. Just kind of depends, right? Like I wouldn't say training wise, right? Like because men and women for the most part can train the same. Like me and your preps have looked almost fucking identical. With
our with different weaknesses that we each have.
Yeah, so I wouldn't necessarily say like look at it as from a training perspective, but you need to look at it as like listen, girl, what are your red flags when you're looking for a dude? It's kind of the same fucking thing. If he's being creepy, if he's being fucking, if he's trying, listen, he is your coach, and that's fucking it, right? Obviously, like me and Karina at this point have been with Brandon for a long time, so now we're past the point of. Well, yes, he's our coach. At the end of the day, it is a business transaction. He is our coach, but he's also my boy. He's also Karina's boy. Like we're friends with him. Shit like that. So it's different. We can joke around differently and stuff. But when I first started with Brandon, okay, I can't necessarily say my experience. Probably Karina's is a little better because I'm a dirtbag. So like, I let Brandon kind of know right off the fucking rip. But even then, he's different now than what he was back then. He was probably still a little filthier he was filthy back then, but not like he is now that we're homies. But
yeah, no, he was never. It was always professional, and I think he knew pretty early on that I was going to be great. So he definitely pushed me mentally and physically, which is what I needed. But it was never anything that I didn't need or want or anything that I was uncomfortable with. So it was always professional. It was never like, I mean, now it'll be like, no pussy shit. And I'll be like, bet.
Yeah.
but that's where we're at at 5 years in or 4 years
in. But even something like that.
But I would just say anything that's creepy sexual comments, especially if it's like a new coach too, like that
would be if he's telling you like, oh yeah, your ass looks really good in those squats, that's a fucking red flag. Shit like that. Now if he says something like, hey, squeeze your ass when you do your deadlifts or something, or push through, you kind of need to know the way your coach talks first off. Like when you get Brandon Allen, you kind of know what you're getting into for the most part, but he's not going to make it creepy either, right? Like there's never been a time where I'm sure he's told you like, hey, your ass looks great doing those deadlifts. It's been, hey, squeeze your ass when you stand up, which is it's a cue. It's not something fucking creepy, or it's never like, watch those titty bounce when you drop the bar. They say something weird like that, you should drop that fucking coach. That's a huge red flag because he's a fucking raper.
That or like in general to like lack of communication, or if you're just not getting what you need from your coach. But
it's a business transaction, people.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, and then, why do powerlifting men suck in bed? Would you like to answer that?
I don't know. Listen, I fucking lay pipe, guys. Like, as much as I don't want to toot my own horn, my lady gets hers. So,
I mean, I haven't had any bad experiences with powerlifting men, but I know that my friends have, and it's probably just because they're on too much fucking shit and they can't get their shit to work, or it was probably like very quick for them.
You guys are taking the wrong shit. Sorry.
Yeah.
Too much fucking DECA, guys.
Yeah.
Take high amounts of test. Your dick is going to work like you're fucking 16. Add a little Cialis. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'll tell you what, man. This last prep, she was getting gorilla fucked almost every night. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I can't help it. Like, I'm like, fucking walking in. I'm a little tired. Get on the bed. I'm a little tired. I don't need you to do anything. Okay? I don't need you to do anything. This is prep time. I've already jerked off 3 times a day. I fucking need it. Hey. Sorry, I can't. Sorry, Bonnie. I can't help you out with that one.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I mean, that's all I got. And then someone would like an entire episode about Tito.
That's a lot. I don't know if we can do that. Go ahead and show that fat little fucker again, though. Titomus. There he is. Guys, he's fucking mean. Like, a whole episode about Tito. Like, here's the whole episode. He eats Funyuns, all right? He likes to rip into her chip bag for Gary, her fucking snacks for Gary. Eat his chips. He's fat. He wants love when he wants love, and when you touch him wrong, he's gonna bite you.
That's Tito.
There's all of Tito, fat little bastard. God, I love him so much.
And then the last question is thoughts on geared lifting.
Geared, like suited and stuff.
Why?
I mean, okay. Here's the deal. I like it. I do. But I also hate it. I like it at a high level. Like, we know some people that do it at a high level. Amber Hansen, shout out to you. She does raw and geared, and she lifts at a high level. She's not boring to watch or annoying. No, it's not even boring. Annoying to watch in gear. Because let's be real, anybody who's a fucking power lifter, we've all seen it. When geared lifters show up and you're like, God damn it, here it goes. And you watch 10 of them fucking bomb out because they put too much fucking weight on their squats. They start going down. As soon as they go up, you hear, take it. You're like, dude, are you fucking serious? Real fucking.
Get the damn singlet on.
Yeah, I don't mind helping I help Mark, pool boy lifts, my dog. I've helped him put his fucking, put his shit on before. I do like to make fun of him when he's hanging on the hooks, putting his little pants on though. But like lifters like him, like, he's not at a high level, but he's been doing it long enough. He's not a fucking retard, Like, he lifts to standard and shit like that. He doesn't shit the bed. Micah just started getting back into gear. He lifts to standard. He makes it fun. Another one that is just starting to get into it, and I can't wait to watch him compete, is Travis Rogers, Papa Bear Rogers. People like that, or Amber's boy, Jimmy Cold, I think is his last name, just benched more than anybody has ever fucking had on them, squat, deadlift, anything wise in history, with 1,300 fucking. Listen, I don't care, shirted or fucking not. That is impressive as fuck. That can kill you. You fuck up, he could die. Like, that is fucking impressive. The fact that man,
like, that much weight on your wrists, that's still raw. Your wrists are still raw.
You have some wrist straps, some little wrist straps. That's about it. I mean, shit. Even I think Amber benched 600 in either multiply or the unlimited category. I don't know, Amber. I'm sorry, I don't know which one you did it in. But I mean, Amber's a 220. Yeah. That's fucking beast. I think it's, and again, same deal. Again, for a fucking 220-pound female, mind you, Amber's jacked as fuck, to be holding on to fucking 600 pounds on her fucking wrists. Yeah. There's a reason you don't see females. There's a reason you rarely see females benching 400 pounds. Your guys' frames are not made to do that. There's a reason you see men doing it, and still not a lot of men bench 600 fucking pounds. Yeah. So I think geared lifting is it's cool. Will I eventually get into it? Maybe someday. Maybe when I'm old and broken, I'll get into it because it'll be kind of fun. It'll be just fun just to push the boundaries. Yeah. But again, it's a love-hate for sure for me.
Yeah. My thing is, if I'm in the squat suit and I'm peeing on all my fucking sets and reps, I'm just going to be like sitting in that much more pee. It's not going to shoot out onto the floor. It's going to be chilling in my damn squat suit.
Yeah, but I mean, you could sell. I mean, that's already like a $200 suit. Now you could sell it for $500 because it's pee soaked.
Every week.
Because it's fucking pee soaked. You have to buy a new one every week, but you're making a profit every week as well. Hunter, just know you could start making a killing in this because I'm going to buy your first 3 suits. Mama, if you're listening to this, I know you are. Don't stab me while I'm sleeping, okay?
Yeah, I don't kill you.
Listen. She knows she's fucking dating a wild fuck that says whatever he wants. But for real, Hunter, $1,500 for 3-year suits, about 500 apiece. I got it. That's a lot of pee. No, I get that though. That would be fucking gross. You'd be sitting in a lot of. You think it would slosh or would it come out?
I feel like it would just sit in the suit. Because I think I asked Amber about it before. I was like, what happens when you pee in it? It just like stays in there. And she's like, yeah. And I was like, so it's like eventually gonna like come out the top.
Is it like a sauna suit? Like where like, you know, when you have the sleeves, and you pull the sleeves and a bunch of sweat dumps out? Is it like that on the legs where you're just filling up with pee? That's a lot. Yeah. How would you do a whole training session like that? You'd fill both your thighs. You'd be halfway up your thighs swimming. Just that's so gross. Oh my God. Yo, could you even come to the gym anymore if you pissed that much? Like, I mean, it would saturate your suit. Like, how do you wash that? You can't. Your suit would eventually just stink like piss. Somebody'd be like, I mean, you'd have to get a nickname, right? Here comes Pee Mama. Here she comes.
Right.
Here comes my piss mama. Come with her pissy little suit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me spot behind her.
Yeah.
Fucking gross.
We'll see about that.
Like I don't mind pee when they're, you know, in a single squat, it's gonna come out, whatever. But like she got piss suit, like it's just saturated and just sitting. Her thighs are just sloshing. I don't know. That's a little gross. Like again, you know, like. Okay, 3 squats on competition day or a handful of squats during training day, and it's going to come out, whatever. It's not going to be that fucking bad, right? Yeah. But like she's sitting, at least in a singlet, it comes out. It's a little bit wet, right? But if she's just sitting in it, like, could you imagine for their 3rd squat, you're about to back squat them, and you just get a whiff of just strong piss? I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could do that. Sorry. That sounds really fucking mean because I know you guys can't help it, but like if you pee that much, like don't listen, I got nothing wrong with peeing on the platform, but if you're gonna fill your suit to the brim, that might just that's gonna fuck me up a little bit. No judging. I'm sorry. No judging, but
I know. You're good.
Jesus Christ.
I think we'll end on that note.
That's a good note to end on. Piss suits, guys. Tune in 2 fucking weeks for episode 3. We're probably going to continue piss suit talk. All right. That's it. Episode 2.
Bye.
Peace.